I think colic is probably the bane of pretty much every new mum's life at some stage. It's not, I think it's a bit of a cheap catch-all term for basically the baby being very unhappy and crying and or screaming and not pooping or releasing the gas that they need to. So I have found a few strategies now that I probably wish I'd had way back in the beginning to help with that, which would involve various things. First of all, you've got to make sure that you burp the baby properly after you feed them with a cloth on your shoulder so that they're not going to be sick all over you, hopefully. And then the first major colic attack that I dealt with, I can't remember how old he was, but I'd say he's probably a couple of months old. And up until that point, all had been relatively calm, but I just remember him screaming and screaming and obviously in pain, and it was really, really hard for me to deal with. I remember trying to use the techniques I'd learned in baby massage and realising that they were absolutely futile. He wasn't interested at all. I was walking my fingers across his tummy, and there was an awful lot of pain there, and it was clear that what I was doing just wasn't cutting it. So then I moved on to trying some colic drops. But to be honest, with my first, not an awful lot seemed to work very well. Okay, so my strategies for colic would involve burping the baby properly, upright like this, but also, if the baby's got a sore tummy, it can become quite obvious to you because the whole body goes stiff, and also he can lift his legs, which shows that his tummy's hurting, and kind of writhe around, and obviously also be screaming, unfortunately. So you can also lift him higher up like this, so that your shoulder's a bit more into his tummy and gives him a bit of a massage. You can put him over your legs like this and rub his back, or give him a pat, and they really like that. They get really calm. There's also a lovely thing that you can do walking around if you have the energy, like this. He's not that calm now, but that's how you can do it. And then the other thing I would do is lay him down on his back and bend his legs and move them around. And that can be very satisfying if you actually manage to release the gas.